Catti-Brie is another champion of the hall who is a Minsk swap. And this is kind of nice because previously, if you couldn't benefit from Minsk's favorite enemy, then he was pretty much like a dead slot. But here we have Catti-Brie, who has a pretty interesting kit. Now she could be a damage dealer. She doesn't. Well, she has Zorbu, doesn't have Hitch, but she has Dadius, so that's interesting. But you know, Calliope's pretty good. It's kind of like exclusive there. But anyway, she looking at her items, she has self damage, all damage, increases crit chance. Like we'll get into this stuff, and then the not alt damage, but increases the effect of Mark of Death. So I'm saying that she's more of a support character. You can use her for damage, and she does have one of those attacks the furthest enemy things, a lot like Jarlaxle, or I forgot to mention Diath does that as well. So. Well, watch all my videos and you'll know everything. There you go. So yeah, Diath attacks from behind. But yeah, she will attack the furthest enemy, which is nice when you're trying to push those like obstacle walls and stuff. So looking at her her items. Let's put her on the field so we can see her actual buffs. Here you go. Okay, so first off, she has powerful draw, so she deals more damage the further they are away. This doesn't really play too much into the game ever. So yeah, moving on. Looking at critical hit. Now this is boosted by her third item slot, which is her dagger. And we just recently got a golden epic, so there's currently no reason to have more than 100% chance to crit. But something is happening eventually, so who knows? But yeah, so whenever she crits, she will crit for 4,352 more damage. This is relevant later on why she's a support character. Scrolling down, we see Mark of Death. So when Catti-Brie hits an enemy, they take a whole bunch more damage, which is the fifth item slot right here. Also, sorry, I forgot. For a critical hit, this bonus damage is also impacted by the fourth item slot as well. So critical hit damage, critical hit chance. There you go. And then Mark for Death increases damage. So whenever Catti-Brie hits any enemy, it's probably going to crit first off. So that's cool. But they will also take a whole bunch of whatever extra more damage from all champions for 60 seconds. During this time, if they get hit 10 times, they will be stunned for 5 seconds. So it's also nice against like bosses and stuff. Now, I believe that this doesn't reapply. So once they've been hit 10 times, it's kind of done. I think they might change that. They might not, or they might have already have. I don't really use Catti-Brie too terribly much anymore. In the zone just is her specialization. I believe it's the better one because it increases Catti-Brie's critical hit ability. So it increases the crit damage that you're dealing, which is relevant whenever, let's see. Yeah, so she just has a bunch of self damage and whatever. So her ult shares the crit damage bonus, right? So she will shoot 6 arrows, which can hit one target. So one target gets hit 6 times instantly. Ow, right? And then each hit by her arrows can be crit by all champions for 30 seconds using her crit chance. So every hit is going to crit, and it's going to be dealing whatever your bonus damage is. So for me, it's like 4,000 more damage. That's a whole bunch of extra damage. So that is why Catti-Brie is a lot better than Minsk in almost every case. So if you have a Catti-Brie option, definitely use her. She's a great support. And you can put her anywhere. So because there's no adjacency buffs or anything, so she can go wherever you don't need to put someone. And that's pretty darn useful. And that pretty much wraps up Catti-Brie. She's pretty good, and she's gonna be even better once the final companions of the hall come out, and then you have, like, if you want to use Dritz, then you're using her for sure.